I'm Jim Brewer, principal of Northland Pines High School, and welcome to our January podcast. Okay? Today I'm blessed to be in the presence of the high school guidance department. So we'll start out with some introductions. If you could tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do.
Kelly Renoski, high school guidance counselor. I've been here this is my 15th or 16th year, so that's who I am.
I'm Pauline Benson, also a school counselor at Northland Pines. This is my second year. We do personal social counseling, but also academic counseling and career exploration. So today we'll be talking about scheduling.
That's right, and the winter marks an important time for all high schools and schools in general, and that is scheduling. And scheduling means a lot to not only the students, but also the staff in the district as well. And we'll start out with scheduling. And could you tell us a little bit about the process of how scheduling works at Northland Pines?
The scheduling actually starts way back in November with teachers who want to introduce new courses. All that process has to take place way back in the fall, but then we put the course description book together, see what the offerings are. So by the time January rolls around, we are ready for giving it out to the students. We've already done the 8th graders. We go over to the middle school, talk about the courses that are required, the courses that are offered, and then they get a forecast sheet. We will do the same thing with grades 9, 10, and 11 in February, and actually February 10th. Once they get all their course selections, and then that determines what courses will run for the next year. So it's an important process for students to get the courses that they want. It's an important process for the staff to be able to have a job to teach a course. So it's about a 2-month process after we get the courses in to determine what's running, how it's running, who's teaching what. There's a lot behind the scenes that goes on before a schedule is actually produced.
And, you know, we take a lot of pride in the courses that we offer here at Northland Pines. And this year, we actually are proposing a new course. Advanced Placement Government is a new course that the history department has. And that joins around a dozen other advanced placement classes that we offer here at Northland Pines, including a number of honors classes where students can get transcripted credit through various colleges like Nicolay. So we take a lot of pride in the plethora of offerings that we have here at Northland Pines, including, you know, if we don't offer a certain class, we may be able to find it on such as ITV. Could you tell us a little bit about our ITV and online choices that students have?
So we're part of an ITV program where schools all around the state of Wisconsin are showing the classes that they offer, and they're projecting it to other schools. So there are a couple classes that we project from our school to other schools that then students from other schools can take. So there's also a lot of classes that we don't offer that students can take sitting in a room with a large TV screen where they interact with a teacher from another school, and the teacher can see them, the teacher can hear them, and they can interact as if it were an in-person class. We have a lot of offerings through that allows us to have a larger selection of classes, and we also do have some online classes, and through that some students can take classes that we don't offer there, or if it simply doesn't work in their schedule, sometimes they're able to take it that way instead.
So a couple of examples of classes that we offer is Mandarin Chinese. We have some students taking Mandarin Chinese. We've had students taking sign language in the past, veterinary studies, and you know, others. So if there's something that we don't offer on our course description book, which you can find on our website is our course description book, which is volumes of courses and descriptions of those courses. If there's stuff that's not in there, please talk to one of these two to see what we can do to find what is available in their college and career path. What are some things that you would recommend to students and families to help them decide what courses they should be signing up for?
Well, I think first to know where you're going and how you're going to get there. That's kind of my mantra. You know, what is your goal? It's kind of hard to make your way to Florida if you don't know the road there. So we really encourage kids to think about their future, what they think they want to do, and we want to encourage them to work towards their biggest goal. So then, hopefully, if that big goal changes, they still are on a path to get some post-secondary options available to them. It's an ever-changing path, I guess. So we, you know, it's very flexible, very fluid with what they do. Some kids are determined and know exactly what they want to do when they're in 8th grade, and other kids don't have a clue until senior year when they start doing a job shadow. So every kid is very individual and every path is very individual. So planning out as much as you can is very helpful.
I truly do encourage all parents and guardians to work closely with their students to help decide what courses that the students should be taking, because this is a very important time, not only for the students, but also, as you had mentioned in this podcast, also for the staff, because the students really do dictate what courses are run here at the high school. And so if students sign up for a certain course, we're obligated to run that course. And if we don't have enough students signing up for a certain course, that course may not be offered based on the numbers of students. So it is very important, not only for the students, but also the staff, and as far as staffing goes for the district is there. So please, I do encourage all parents to guardians to work very closely with their students to determine what is best for them and the career and college path that they may have. So any lingering comments that you'd like to have in regards to scheduling and the importance of scheduling at this moment?
Go ahead.
One of the things I think is important is, like you mentioned, the students are really deciding what classes are being offered or how many sections there are going to be if a class runs at all. And that's something that can be a little bit of a problem, because when students aren't taking scheduling seriously, we still have to make a master schedule, and it's mathematically calculated based on a computer system that tries to match all the classes that somebody wants to take as best as they can so that everybody gets to take exactly what they need to take. And when people change their mind about which classes they want to do, and that makes sense, that sometimes that happens, but sometimes we see a lot of that, or a student that didn't sign up for any classes, and then now we have to try making a schedule that works for them. And then we have situations where a class is completely full and we can't fit any more students in there, and somebody doesn't get to do what they want to take anymore. So I think it's just something where it's just really important for students to do the best they can with scheduling.
And I think one thing I'm seeing right now with seniors is their senioritis has set in, and they don't want to challenge themselves anymore. I think challenging yourself in high school is a free way to, an inexpensive way to figure out what you want to do, rather than, well, I'll take it in college, and then you're paying $1,000 for a course that you fail or you don't like, or you change your mind. High school is a great time to challenge yourself and go out of your comfort zone and out of your box in a safe place, and I encourage kids to do that.
We also do have a lot of life skill classes, so if someone isn't sure what they want to go into and just wants to have a good understanding of how finances work, we have classes that you can take to work on those skills, so you can still definitely get something out of that senior year, even if you're not feeling like taking very challenging AP classes.
I really would like to thank you two today for joining me on this January podcast and talking about an important element to Northland Pines High School, and that is scheduling. So thank you for all the work that you do, and go Pines.
Thank you.
Thank you.